let's move on to the top 100 list that came out in Baseball America. And so one of the things that came out with was there was a couple people that were kind of upset that the Tigers didn't have names in the top 100. They only had one, and that was Jackson Jobe, who came in at number 83.
I was just kind of comparing Baltimore's situation to the Tigers situation because they are the two worst teams in baseball since 2016 by record. The Tigers have a slightly better record since 2016, but that's just, we're talking essentially the Alavila era, and yet the Orioles were over 500 last year. They got 7 more WAR from rookies last year than the Tigers did, and they have 8 prospects in the top 100 of Baseball America compared to 1 for the Tigers. So I just felt like it was kind of illustrative of the failure of the Avila regime. But we all know that he got fired for cause. The one thing, like, it's fun to me. The top 100 lists are fun, and it's always fun to stoke up the anger and stuff like that. But practically speaking, there's zero difference between the 60th prospect and the 150th prospect in baseball. It's really just a matter of opinions. Then at that point, you're talking about guys who have a chance to be maybe an average big leaguer. And I assume if Baseball America were to expand to 150, we would also see Jace Young, we would see Wilmer Flores, and we'd see Colt Keith. Maybe even Ty Madden, since I think they had him 4th in the system. So it's really not a big deal. But, people get kind of riled up because, like, oh, look at this disastrous situation. And it's like, yeah, it's for anybody who's familiar with, like, football recruiting, college football recruiting, it's pretty much the same thing with baseball prospects. Like, if you go through the leaderboards, just about every top player was a high-ranked prospect. But there are plenty of guys who were never ranked who end up having great big league careers. Like, think of in football, think of Sauce Gardner. Ahmad Gardner, he's probably going to be the defensive rookie of the year. Was he top 10 pick, I think, to the Jets? He was ranked
number 4, I think.
Yeah.
He was ranked like 1700th in college. 3-star, had to go to Cincinnati. He's from Detroit. Didn't get, didn't go to Michigan State, didn't go to Michigan. They didn't see it. And now he's, one of the best players in the NFL 4 years later. And we see guys like, the Cardinals do this every year. Lars Nootbaar, Brendan Donovan, Tommy Edman. Those guys were never top 100 prospects, and they put up like 14 more last year. So, like, development doesn't stop once you reach the majors. It doesn't stop in the upper minors. The prospects lists are just kind of for fun. And people always take them too seriously. But all things being equal, you're better off having 10 top 100 prospects than you are not, because you're more likely to have a couple of those guys work out.